Hey artists. One of the first things I wanted to do at Mr. Barry's Art at Home is share with you where I'm making my artwork. And I'm really lucky because in my house, I actually have a whole room where I make my artwork. Kira says it's Daddy's office or Daddy's studio where he makes his books. And I just want to show you around a little bit, show you my space. So right behind me is my drawing table. This is where most of my artwork gets made, at least at the beginning part. I have a mirror right next to me from the previous owners, but sometimes it's helpful because if I'm trying to figure out an expression, I can just come up to the mirror and start making faces. Pretty cool. So there's something you're going to see a lot of in my studio, and that's books. I'm a constant reader, and I love art books too, you'll see. There's also Ninja Turtles. One of the great things about being a children's book illustrator is I never stopped getting the stuff that I loved as a kid, and now I can afford more stuff like Hulks and Totoros. Keep a lot of art supplies in here. I think there's mostly colored pencils, maybe some pens and markers and stuff. These are like the quick grab stuff, pencils, scissors, paintbrushes, things like that. I've got my electric pencil sharpener. I also always keep these around. Sometimes you get a better point with the little handheld ones. Usually, my desk, although somewhat messy right now, actually pretty clean for me. Usually there's art supplies and pieces of paper everywhere, a couple of works in progress. More books. These are pretty cool. So sometimes drawing people can be really hard and I'm trying to figure out a position, so I have these little mannequins that I can position in any way, and sometimes I just play with them like they're superheroes. Pretty cool. Venom and Spider-Man. More books, Art That Changed the World and The Silver Surfer. I keep art prints from some of my favorite movies. And you know what, guys? I have some books and Superman. These books are really cool. I'll probably show some of these to you in another video. These are books that are collections of artwork from comic book artists. And it's like the full size that they draw it. So Jack Kirby's Fantastic Four art in all its glory. Yeah, I'm definitely going to share that with you at some point. We need to learn about Jack Kirby. This is my digital artwork area. So this is actually this big monitor. I can actually draw right on that monitor with this special pen. I do a lot of my artwork on there, although I do more and more with my iPad because it's convenient. I can carry it around. There's the actual computer, and yeah, you guessed it, more books. When I draw on my iPad, I actually set it up right here in front of the computer. And I'll often have, whenever I'm drawing, whether I'm here or at my desk, I'll use the computer and have music playing in the background. Because silence doesn't work for me. I need a little bit of music going. These are a couple graphic novels I still need to read. This is my scanner. I put my artwork on here, and it scans it into the computer. My big printer that's always out of ink. That's where I keep mostly my paper stuff that I need. And there's probably, yeah, down here there's some drawings. I don't even know what I'll find. Blank paper. Sketches. This turned into a finished illustration. I'll show this one to you later. Oh, yeah, look at this. The Reed poster that is in our library, and actually some of you guys brought prints of it. This is the original drawing. Cool. Good find. What else do we have? It's my guitar. Sometimes I'm in here working by myself for a long time, and if I get stuck, I'll take a break and pick up the guitar and play for a few minutes. I'm terrible at it, but it's fun, and I actually have a busted high E string. Unfortunate. I left my daughter Kira down here, and I heard the guitar playing, and then it stopped suddenly. And she became a very good girl And I didn't know why until the next day when I found my busted high E. More and more books. These are almost, this whole shelf is comic books and graphic novels. That's what I grew up on. That's how I started loving art, was I wanted to draw graphic novels until I discovered picture books. A few more statues, Black Panther and Wolverine. Got a baseball bat from Cooperstown. This fancy door is actually custom. My father-in-law made this door from scrap wood. His brother was remodeling his house and he had all this scrap wood and he built me this door. Before that, this was just a great big opening and I had no privacy in here. That's the studio, folks. That's where I'm going to be making my art. You know what would be fun? What if you drew where you're going to be making your art or doing anything creative? Draw your space. Or even more fun, if you want to, you could design your dream studio. My studio's pretty cool, but I have bigger dreams too. All right, sounds like a project. I forgot to show you guys, I do have a studio cat. This is Murphy. Gonna show off her athleticism. I swear, if I'm working on the computer, she will be in my face, stepping on my keyboard every single time. But if I'm drawing, she usually just sleeps in her cat basket. So you guys will probably see more of Murphy. Psst, psst.